Entrepreneur and investor Elon Musk FRS. He is the owner and CEO of Twitter Incorporated, the founder of The Boring Company, the co-founder of Neuralink and OpenAI, the CEO and chief engineer of SpaceX, an angel investor, the CEO and chief product architect of Tesla Incorporated, and the president of the charitable Musk Foundation. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. When something is important enough, you believe in it enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop, where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. My biggest mistake is probably weighing too much on someone's talent and not someone's personality. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. Really pay attention to negative feedback and solicit it, particularly from friends. Hardly anyone does that, and it's incredibly helpful. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. Being an entrepreneur is like eating glass and staring into the abyss of death. I'm interested in things that change the world or that affect the future, and wondrous, new technology where you see it, and you're like, wow, how did that even happen? How is that possible? Starting and growing a business is as much about the innovation, drive, and determination of the people behind it as the product they sell. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. Talent is extremely important. It's like a sports team. The team that has the best individual player will often win, but then there's a multiplier from how those players work together and the strategy they employ. I don't spend my time pontificating about high-concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. I say something, and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is a disaster. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. Take a risk and do something bold. You won't regret it. Brand is just a perception, and perception will match reality over time. Sometimes it will be ahead, other times it will be behind. But brand is simply a collective impression some have about a product.